Verve, online devotional videos.
1 Samuel, 2 Samuel, 1 Kings, 2 Kings. Four heroes. Well, four heroes. But the real hero of the whole group is Hannah. Her story begins in 1 Samuel chapter 1, and she is amidst turmoil and pain. She is barren. She cannot have children, and she wants to have children. Back then in that society, you were considered valuable if you had children, and all of culture was denouncing her, and her heart was broken, and she sought after God. Oh God, why? Give me children, God, give me children. She had a rival, a second wife of her husband. Her name was Peninnah, and Peninnah went out of her way to provoke Hannah and to point at her pain, to point at her loss, to point at her anxiety. She just tore her to strips. But what do we find Hannah doing amidst this turmoil, amidst this cultural denunciation? She actually goes against culture in more than one way. She doesn't stop because culture tells her to give up. She pushes through that culture, but then she changes culture and she does something that no other woman, no other man has ever done in all of the history of Israel. She keeps going to the temple to have a God encounter. But she bypassed the priest and she bypassed the sacrifices and she prays. We go, well, that's normal. Not then, it's not. You need a priest, you need sacrifices. And she goes against the system. She throws it aside or pushes past it and said, I need to have a personal encounter. And she pours out her heart to God. She takes her grief to the God that doesn't seem to be answering her. And she is coming to him and worshiping him and saying, oh God, hear my cries. She was revolutionary. In a day of priests and sacrifice, she broke through where no other man could and set a standard of prayer and a heart cry that would change Israel. And it's changed you and I. This broken woman was a hero because she would not let go of God. Be heroic today. Stop listening to the cultural judgments and the cultural tells that are pushing you. Break through and be a hero that says, I am going to get hold of God. I will set the standard. That's who Hannah was, and that's who you and I should be.
Verve, devotional videos to your inbox.